Hello everyone and welcome back to ZooCrafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here at my home in the beautiful Zoodesia Zoo. And oh my goodness guys, how many of you joined us for our very first proper ZooCrafting live stream? That was amazing! I had so much fun with you guys. If you haven't had a chance, definitely go back and check it out because it was an absolute hoot! Oh my gosh, we had a war between Team Cookie and Team Apple. We had our puppies go and escape and I had to go and catch the dogs. No idea who let the dogs out, eh? We also got a lot of wonderful treats and gifts from our good friend Luca, who is another ZooCrafter, and he was kind enough to fill my pockets to the brim with so many beautiful maple saplings and also some of these gorgeous orange saplings, which I've never seen before, and quite a few lovely plants and a lot of delicious treats to eat. Oh my goodness, what else happened? I ended up healing Fluffy Mittens, who decided she did not want a shot, and for those of you wondering who Fluffy Mittens is, that's a bunny that we should probably go check on to make sure she's settling into the Village of Light pretty well. No! And of course, the cursed Zoodesia rainstorm has arrived, but that's okay because we actually needed to go upstairs today. Oh, and Martha got blown up by a creeper again. Well, almost. And Martha, we're really going to have to talk about this. There is a theory amongst our patrons about why, darling, you and I need to have a talk with Martha. Martha, we have a theory now. We're beginning to suspect we understand why you live on the edge and why you keep inviting creepers into the house. But we'll have to talk about that another day. All right, let's go upstairs and we're going to go ahead and pop into bed and see if we can... Aw, man, we can't sleep out this rainstorm because apparently it's just a teensy rainstorm right now. But I need to be upstairs anyway because amongst the many things that we ended up doing in that amazing live stream, may there be many more in our futures, what I did not actually end up doing, my friends, was picking out a weapon from one of my weapon chests, my little chest of weapons behind us. We have been collecting so many unique and mysterious artifacts ever since we came to this world, really, but I never really needed to look at any other weapon because I had the Sword of Light. And now that the Sword of Light has been lost, it disappeared somewhere. Who knows if we will ever be able to see it again, or if it's in some sort of mysterious dungeon or taken from us by some sort of mysterious NPC. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is it's not with me right now. And so for the very first time of having come to this world, I need to actually look over the weapons that we've been collecting and use one of them for a little while, and we'll see if it's the right one for us. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. We haven't ever really had to fuss with any of the things we've been finding in the wizard's towers that are scattered through our world, but now I mean, maybe it might be worth it to try some of them out. Maybe I should use this one. What do you guys think about using the giant sword? Should we try defending ourselves? Oh my gosh! Should we try defending ourselves with the giant sword? Is that what my life has come down to now? I'm unsure about this, to be completely honest. If I'm completely honest, I don't know if the giant sword is the weapon of choice for me. However, I have to say, I'm very impressed with my upper arm strength right now. But there's a choice that we could possibly have, is the giant sword. That's an option, apparently. But yes, I mean, as many of you guys know, one of the amazing mysteries of our world here in Zoodesia is that scattered throughout it are these weird abandoned wizard's towers. And that's actually one of the reasons I chose this home in Zoodesia, because there's several wizard towers that are actually in a little triangle right down here in this, for some reason, unexplored patch. We've been there before, you guys. We had a really fun adventure poking at a couple of the wizard's towers. But there were 3 wizard's towers right here, and that fascinated me when we were first exploring the world trying to find a new home. And from those wizard's towers, I found this amazing highlands that I knew with the jungles on either side were going to be absolutely perfect for us to make our home here in Zoodesia in. And look at all the sacred saplings we have had since we moved here. That is just so amazing. But those wizard's towers, there we go, often have mysterious artifacts within them that do all sorts of unique and odd things. And now that I've lost the Sword of Light, I figure one of these mysterious artifacts might be the perfect tool to use. And if for some reason none of these weapons end up being my weapon of choice, we'll just have to go on a grand expedition, perhaps in another live stream, where we can go and try to search out a new weapon that I can use. And using weapons is a little bit weird for me, since I'm usually quite the pacifist, but we'll have to see what we can find. Alright, what's this little thing? The Burning Wood Sword of Quicksand. It shoots fireballs when used, and it slows down all mobs when dropped. And it does 4 attack damage. Huh, so that's an option. We also have the Heavy Diamond Trinket of Fresh Air. It plays the record C418 chirp when used. It heals, so it can heal us when we hold it. And it also allows for water breathing. Okay, so that's not really a weapon, but it's an interesting healing tool. That's pretty cool. What do these boots do? The Bouncing Gold Boots of Health. They give you a jump boost when equipped, and they also give us a health boost when equipped. That is so interesting. What about this thing? Is this just a pretty, it's just a pretty Bixite gem that I keep up there because I like shiny things. Let's see, what about these? The Hardy Gold Boots of Renew. Slowly repairs itself when held, and it gives damage resistance when equipped, and it has a health boost when equipped. They're so fascinating. All of these are just such random, odd little trinkets and mysterious artifacts left in the world. Usually I leave them up here because my beloved Chips is actually a historian in real life, so it's good for him to have something to, you know, occupy the time and spend his time working with. Let's go ahead and, nope, I want the next one. Alright, so this is the Hidden Stone Amulet of Thunder. It gives invisibility when used for 30 seconds, but it reduces your vision, and it causes lightning when you interact with entities. Now, that would be kind of interesting to rain down lightning on those who displease me, but it doesn't quite sound like my cup of tea, to be completely honest. I just kind of want something that can defend myself and defend Zoodesia without having to blow up the whole world while we're at it. Alright, and then this is a Neptunian Axe, which is actually pretty cool because it does 9 attack damage. I mean, that would definitely be one way to be able to defend myself. And then here, my friends, for a lot of you guys who are not familiar with this area, which is pretty darn awesome actually, this is my treasure room. And I really should probably go through and redo the entire thing because it needs a little bit of upgrading, it needs some updates, but it is full of quite a few of these essence berry bushes, which we have collected. There's a tiny Chips! I forgot there was a tiny Chips hiding up here too. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh dear. And then it also is full of several treasure pieces that my friends have given me over the years. So a lot of the different swords and a lot of the different armor pieces that you see in here are all gifts from my friends. So let's see. There's the Loot of Adventure, the Mossy Chest. Let's check out. This is a special gift, the I Heart Lily and Tate t-shirt that was actually created by a fan a long time ago. And I just thought it was so cute. So it's a custom mod from a fan from a very, very long time ago, which I think is absolutely adorable. These are silver swords. They're meant for fighting some of the silver skeletons in case, or werewolves, excuse me, in case you need to. What about this one right here? This one would definitely be one of Ben's swords. So this is actually one of Ben's swords, the Godslayer, the Darkened Hope. Definitely sounds like him. This is actually one of the swords we use when we go raiding catacombs. But again, it just feels like too much power to haul around just my little zoo. I just need something nice and simple that shouldn't take up too much. No, this is another one. This is a really cool leaf sword. Actually, a leaf sword would be amazing, and they're from Twilight Forest. You guys, I wonder if it's time to find a good leaf sword. Huh. The one behind me is actually a specially enchanted and imbued one that's a little dangerous to handle from Ben. So I wonder... One of our goals is to actually make the Crow's Nest Island where all the crows will roost. And one of the things that Crow's Nest Island is actually going to feature is having a Twilight Forest portal that we can dive into in search of all of the crows that live in Twilight Forest and in search of all of the different plants and animals that live in Twilight Forest. And one of the things that also shows up in Twilight Forest are these stone leaf swords. I kind of feel like I would love to get my hands on a stone leaf sword. There's also this leaf blade. What? Where's the leaf blade from? I've never seen that before. I wonder where I could find a leaf blade. That is so cool. So yes, if we find steel leaves, I wonder if we could ever find a plant that grows steel leaves. That would be so interesting. Huh. All right, well, maybe a steel leaf sword would be my next goal, and maybe that'll be the one that we're supposed to use. Then there's just a plain diamond sword. I mean, it's really, really strong, but fire aspect especially is very dangerous to use in the zoo. So I don't think any of these specially enchanted pieces are what we're looking for. And this, in case you guys were wondering, is some really amazing armor that I think my friend Alex gave me, that actually, if I hold still for just a second, it will camouflage me so I blend in with the environment. It's so fascinating. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I am a grass block. Isn't that so cool? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. And if I back up and, oops, okay, hang on. All right, if I back up and I stand over here for a second, then I think it should work, but I should become, slowly but surely, I should start changing colors and I should blend in with the floor. Isn't it fascinating? I really love this armor. It is actually made from a whole bunch of camouflage dye, and my friend Alex gave it to me a very long time ago. So we'll play more with that in the future too. That might be really fun when we go and we do some wildlife observations, wouldn't it? To wear our camouflage armor, or I guess our leaf armor also kind of counts like that. And we can try to blend in with an environment so we can sort of observe the wildlife without them knowing it. All right, but let's go ahead and check on my mossy treasure chest, which I haven't done in absolute ages and eons and years. And we'll look at the rest of the mysterious artifacts I happen to own. The efficiency floating iron ring of tunes. Huh. It plays the Wanderer when used. It allows for extra drops from ores, slows down all mobs when dropped, allows sneaking on air when held, efficiency 5, silk touch 1, and unbreaking 3. Some of those things, like silk touch and extra drops from ores, kind of seem like they conflict with one another, but my goodness, what an overloaded ring. It is like some sort of wizard in the world just tried to imbue it with everything they possibly could. I don't think that's going to be our tool either. And then there's the iron trinket of protection, which gives a little bit of damage resistance. Then we have the heavy golden pants, which actually allow for knockback resistance when equipped. I wonder how those would actually look on me now that I think about it. Let's see. Oh, hey! They're kind of cool! Look at that! Gold pants. Not bad, not bad. But again, not something I think that we're really looking for or that we could really use to defend ourselves and defend the zoo. So, alright, all of that treasure. Okay, actually, to be completely honest, having like half of my treasure chest empty, that's kind of a depressing thing. I sort of want to go and like find lots more treasure now. Maybe that's something we'll end up doing. Going on treasure runs together, exploring the world, tackling Twilight Forest, diving into those catacombs, maybe even buying treasure in some of the NPC villages. All of those things are opportunities for adventure that we could definitely see in the zoo. Alright, so let's see. Nothing in there. This is the rare plant specimen chest, which I absolutely love. It has a whole bunch of our glowing mushrooms and quite a few of the other mushrooms that I love. We also have, oh, so many icy irises here. Jungle saplings, rainbow oak saplings, a yellow autumn sapling. I do have a yellow autumn sapling. Oh gosh, we definitely need to take that with us for our little temperate forest that we're working on. I also have a pine sapling over here, which will be wonderful for our winter woodlands when we work on that. All right, and you know what, my rare plant chest being like half empty is something I want to fix too. All right, loot of adventure. Let's go ahead and see what's hiding in here. The gold amulet of wrath, which shoots exploding arrows when used. Oh my goodness. And then we've got ore magnets, a naga scale, torch berries, a miniature red heart, charm of life, firefly. So again, nothing that we can really use here. A whole bunch of graves that I have for some reason. You guys, there's not really a good weapon for me to use here, is there? I mean, the ones behind us are enchanted with fire aspect and a little bit too much for just working in the zoo. But, I kind of really want to get a leaf sword now. So maybe we will just have to save up and we will just, I'm going to check down here too, just to make sure. Nope, nothing here. Do I have anything hiding in here? Just a dodo for some reason. I guess the only thing that really would fit me right now Shoots fireballs when used. No, that's a little bit too much too. Are you telling me the only thing I could use as a weapon is that sword? Okay, we're just gonna hang on. We're just gonna keep practicing like dodge and run for it instead of actually using a weapon. But it seems that all of the artifacts we have truly are. There's the painful gold dagger of Noms, food saturation when inflicting damage. Huh. All right. Well, that's the best one I found. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to grab the painful gold dagger saturation of Noms. Guys, that's gonna be it. All right, so rooting around inside of all of these chests and finding mysterious artifacts that I have just been casually leaving shoved into a corner has shown us that the only tool that I really think we can use safely in the zoo to defend ourselves right now is the gold dagger of Noms, the painful gold dagger of Noms. So I guess what I would really like to do now, my wonderful darling, is definitely work on getting one of the tags. You can actually add tags onto items in our world. So they have descriptions, and if they're a warrior tag, they actually track any monsters you kill. So I would like to make a warrior tag for my new little dagger of Noms, my gold dagger of Noms, no less. It doesn't look gold to me though, so I don't suppose I could like enchant it. I don't think I could enchant this. Yeah, no, you can't enchant this little puppy because it doesn't belong to the realm of enchanting things, pretty darn sure. But I mean, gosh, that's really cool. Painful gold dagger of Noms, food saturation. So apparently I'm going to get some Noms off of the monsters that we fight. But let's go ahead and make a there's a lore tag and a description tag for things too, but I think I want to go ahead and we're just going to make a warrior tag. Whoops, there we go. A warrior tag for it, which is a stone sword, some string, and some paper. And I'm always low on the paper, but I should be able to like dig up at least one piece of paper somewhere. In fact, I think I have some paper over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to make a warrior tag. Ooh, there's a fresh pair of shears. I will totally take those. And then maybe one day in the future, we will finally be able to finish clearing out all of these chests. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll take that yellow lupin. That might actually be really nice to decorate the temperate forest area with. All right. So, whew, what an event. Digging through all of those artifacts. You know what I really am quite interested in doing though, guys? My beloved darling is a historian in real life. That is what he does. Chips is a historian, and digging through all of those artifacts that we just are casually leaving upstairs in our attic, it makes me think maybe we definitely need to start working on a big museum. How cool would that be? A really fantastic museum that could cover all sorts of things. We could have a whole area dedicated to studying the village's architecture. We could have another area dedicated to the mysterious artifacts left from Fossils and Archaeology mod. We could peek into the past with all sorts of little dinosaur pictures and fossils. Oh, just think how cool that would be. A whole amber museum, a gemology section, and of course a fantastic artifact area where my beloved darling might actually be able to go and work as a museum curator, not to mention a modern art section filled with your guys' amazing artwork pieces. I love it. I love it. I think that that's definitely something, a big project we are going to have to think about doing here in our beautiful Zoodesia world at some point in the future. But for now, let me just go ahead and name my little dagger because it's absolutely precious. I know I have some string laying around somewhere. Hello, Major Calhoun, Captain Kaz. Let's see. Oh, wow, there's a lot of oars and fish in there for some reason. One day we will do more of our, here's one piece of string at least. One day we will do even more of our live streaming together. Oh, there's tons of paper in here. Nice. I need to remember that. And we will definitely sort through all of this mess. Okay, what do I need for the warriors tag again? Okay, 3 pieces of string and a stone sword. Got it. All right, so here's some cobblestone. And then I think we need 3 pieces of cobblestone and 1 stick to make a stone sword. And let's see. Yes, empty crafting station. We don't need 3 pieces of cobblestone. What was I thinking? All right, there we go. There we go. And ta-da! A warrior tag! So now what I think we do is you take the, oh my gosh, you could turn this into raw mayonnaise? What the heck is that? What? What is Manny-Ease? What could you do with Manny-Ease? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. What can you do with this? So you can turn all of the artifacts we have, like if we never wanted to use the artifacts, into Manny-Ease. That's kind of amazing. But then what could you do with Manny-Ease? You can make a laser source. You can make infused Manny-Ease. What? I had no idea about this. I'm learning so many new things. What do you do with the infused Manny-Ease? Huh. That's fascinating. I wonder if one day we might end up with some sort of wizard or somebody who deals with magic who might take the Manny-Ease and turn it into something really fantastic. Oh, I'm going to have to remember that. All right, well, now's not the time for that. Now is the time to rename our Gold Dagger of Noms. We're going to take the Gold Dagger of Noms, and by giving it the Warriors tag, you can now see there's something that says Monsters Defeated. And so now the Gold Dagger of Noms, which I think I will go ahead and rename. We're just going to call it the Dagger of Noms because it doesn't look gold to me, and painful, Dagger of Noms is just the best name for it. So here we go, guys. This is my new way to defend myself and defend my zoo, is with the the Dagger of Noms. There we go. So here we go. We have dug through our artifacts. We have found the piece we want. And now whenever we destroy a monster and defend our zoo with the Dagger of Noms, it will leave behind a record of how many monsters this specific weapon, this new tool we have, has defeated. So dun 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 dun. That's wonderful. All right, now I feel like we're prepared and ready to go back out into the world and take care of things in our zoo. And since we're over here, I'm going to grab all of this dirt so that we can actually use it to build up our next big project, which is going to be Crow's Nest Island. So all right, guys, now that we've got this artifact, I'm ready to go. I'm going to grab just a few last minute things here in the zoo, and then I will meet you guys down, or maybe in the dog area, actually. We'll pick out the dogs to take. We will check one last time on Fluffy Mittens, and then we will go down to the temperate forest area and get to work on our big project with Crow's Nest Island. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.